Top 5 Sexiest and Dirty Movies of Hollywood in 2018. 2018 has been a hot year for Hollywood, and we're not just talking because of the high numbers in the box office. It has been a titillating year for the cinema, giving us these 5 sexiest movies. 50 Shades Freed. The steamy conclusion to the 50 Shades trilogy may not amplify the sexuality from the previous entries, but it certainly doesn't downplay it. The focus of the concluding chapter revolves around trust, betrayal, and jealousy, but we're reminded that Christian Grey still has that playroom we love getting a glimpse of. The sexuality between Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson continues to light up the screen, especially when Christian and Anastasia continue to show just how difficult it is to keep their hands off one another. Dakota once again bears all for many of the more erotic scenes, and Dornan's physique is impressively toned, so there is a bit of something for everyone. Considering the source material, there was no doubting that 50 Shades Freed would wind up being the dirtiest movie to hit cinemas in 2018. Disobedience. It's as if Sebastian Lelio wanted to fulfill so many fantasies when he cast Rachel Weisz and Rachel McAdams as the two lovers in Disobedience. The title alone is enough to pique your interest, and you can bet it's as sexy as it sounds. Weisz's Ronit Krishka returns to her primarily Orthodox Jewish community and rekindles a friendship with her childhood friend, David Cooperman, McAdams. That friendship, however, turns into a hot and heavy romance that exudes sexuality through the silver screen. Disobedience doesn't shy away from putting Weisz and McAdams on screen together, and seems to thrive on the chemistry the two have. For the audience, that means plenty of sexy encounter intermingled within the lustful and controversial tale. Rough Night. What happens when some of Hollywood's sexiest vixens embark on a weekend romp in Miami? The answer is a chuckle-worthy dark comedy where the greatest allure is the ladies on the title card. Amidst the frantic, ridiculous plot, the audience gets to enjoy the main cast exuding sex appeal as they prove even ladies can take a stab at the dark comedy market. Jess and her 4 friends reunite after 10 years to celebrate her impending wedding. Things take an unexpected turn when the girls accidentally kill the male stripper they hired. Red Sparrow. Put Jennifer Lawrence in a leading role and you already have a sexy film. Give her a Russian accent and you've increased that sexiness tenfold. After being recruited by the Russian government, Lawrence's Dominika is forced to seduce a KGB agent played by Joel Edgerton. While she's serving as a Russian agent, Dominika discovers what it feels to be free, both in mind and body. Since the central plot revolves around her seducing Edgerton's Nathaniel Nash, there is a lot of sex. Granted, some of it is tough to watch as it's violent and unwanted, but the scenes between Lawrence and Edgerton are generally on the steamier, sexier side. The film was released with a generally positive reception and is top of the sexier movies to have released in 2018. Blockers. What's sexier than Prom Night? For anyone that remembers high school, not much. The aptly named Blockers recalls that steamy night, but from a different perspective. While much of the film follows Leslie Mann, Ike Barinholtz, and John Cena as the concerned parents of Catherine Newton, Geraldine Viswanathan, and Gideon Adlon, the subject matter is all about teenage sexuality. The audience, and the on-screen parents, spiral through what appears to be a secretive world featuring coded messages written in emojis and completely new phraseology. For much of the audience, the comedic Blockers has viewer recalling their steamy teenage years. As the movie is all about sex, you can bet some raunchy scenes sneak their way in. One in particular puts Office Space and V. Palom Gary Cole in a very provocative position.